I'm just kidding. It's fine. We're alive, everybody. Welcome back to Akuban Nights. It's time. You guys wake up and you can head to the hitting grounds. We probably need to learn to speak barbarian so we can give these places more eloquent names other than the ceremonial hitting grounds and whatnot. But here we are. It is a circular pit, maybe 30 feet across, 10 feet down, covered in grass on the inside.
Rada's particularly attractive.
Yeah, I mean, she's the big badass chieftainess here.
I mean, I assume she was like the strongest, but
Isn't power attractive? Isn't that what makes... No? I don't know.
I would agree, yeah.
Here we are. And it's time. Is there anything... Well, before it's truly time, is there anything you want to do that morning? Anything you guys have to discuss or say between each other? Any fond farewells to your bachelorhood or maidenhood?
Does anyone let Sammy know what's happening?
Sammy's just like, oh, we're at this interesting pit. La 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 la.
Can I ask Yassi a question in the morning?
Totally.
Yassi, do you know how people get to be leader of a tribe? What would you think how that works?
Well, they've spoken of chieftain and chieftain's daughters and sons, so I think it's inherited through birth. But they also have mentioned the strongest lead them, so there might be some system of challenging for right to rule. Yeah,
Right.
That's a thing amongst the less civilized folk.
Mm-hmm. You know we're gonna fight, right? Later today.
Oh, why? Who?
Well, we're gonna fight Rada, the leader of the tribe.
I thought you guys got along well.
We do, but we want to explore the tomb, and she says we have to be part of their people to explore it.
Hmm.
And to be part of their people, she needs to beat us, and we need to marry her.
We? All four of you?
No, just Bud and me, apparently.
You're both going to marry her.
See, here's the thing, I'm not sure about that. It doesn't sound like a good idea, does it?
Whatever you say, Your Highness. Who am I to tell you how to win back your kingdom?
Probably the only sane person for the next few miles.
She gives you a silent smile. Like, okay, you're right, but whatever. I'm here to support you.
Okay. I appreciate it. I might need that support later. Could be a rough night.
All right, here we are on the 12th of May, I believe, and it is fighting pit time. Rada lowers herself down in, strips off all of her clothes, and flexes for you. Goes over to where a pile of sticks are against the wall, pulls out a quarterstaff, spins it over her head, on her side, behind her back, and looks for Badarios and points the staff at him, waiting for him to come down and, follow procedure. One of the nearby barbarians will gently tap you in the shoulder and say, when you go down and fight, you must be as the gods made you. Good luck.
Oh my god, that's so goddamn.
Okay. Lovely.
You're muted, OMFG. You just muted yourself.
Okay. It takes a couple of minutes for Budarius to undress completely. What you basically can see is, as I said, the on the front, the big Tempos tattoo. Mm-hmm. This kind of giant sand clock, right? Mm-hmm. Ornamented with roses, which the cloak is kind of made out of a serpent, which is biting its tail. To also show the passage of time, and on the back, his back is full of lashes, like whips that have carved deep wounds into his skin. So his time in Outlast seems not to have always been a pleasant one, but also one that has marked him, for some troubles he had.
As Badarios takes off his clothes, the assembled barbarians hoot and holler and catcall you. There's a lot of whistling at Badarios as his pants come off and he comes down the steps into the pit.
Take one of these sticks.
All right.
Seem to fiddle with it. I think Rada is going to get a bit more confident because the way I'm handling the sticks seems not really trained.
Mm-hmm.
So
Really a stick expert. Yep, she knows that already, mate.
okay.
Alrighty.
I take a fighting stance with the stick.
Okay, let's do this. We're going to have both you and Rada roll for initiative. We don't need to roll the modifier because you're both using the same weapon, so it should just be a D10. Whoops, that should be a 5. I accidentally rolled a 10 plus 3 for her. Alrighty then, Badarios.
Yeah.
You are the first one to go.
So I'm going to approach her in this first round and start hitting her with the stick.
Go ahead and roll me a hit.
Situation, yes.
Plus 3. It's a 15 to hit.
You definitely hit Rada. She has a good dex, but it only brings her AC to 12. So you strike her.
For 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof! It's a solid blow across her shoulders that she smiles to and says, "You will make good property." Maybe not quite understanding the meaning of such a word in your language, comes over to your side and is going to make her attack 1d20 plus... What did we say? 1d20 plus 7. And will, holy shit, she'll crack Badarios for a double critical hit. So 3d4 plus 3 plus 2. So she'll just smash Badarios across the back for 14.
14! Holy hell!
That's
I go down.
brutal wound.
Badarios hits the ground, and Rada raises her hands, and all the barbarians start cheering and shouting, and
Yay! Well done.
and then she
I don't need more.
She-
okay.
she reaches an arm down to help you up, and in the process gives you a big,
totally
deep kiss.
Unconscious, the unconscious Budarius. I'm just playing dead.
Oh, you're just playing dead. All right. She comes down and gives you a shake and goes, Bud. Oh my God, Sarah, come quick! I think I killed him.
Oh my god, I'm running down. I'm checking on him.
It's the afterlife. I had so much children to make.
So Bud gets carted off. He's alive, and he'll be okay. All right, Sarah, it's your turn.
Okay, well, Bud got knocked out in one single turn, which is slightly disheartening, right?
It gives you kind of this look like, don't even try.
I'm gonna sort of like, I'm gonna sidle up to Sarah and go, do you want anything to help you along, sister?
Like what?
I'll just sort of jingle my earrings meaningfully.
I shake my head. I say it's fine. Budea's decided we're going through with this, and
Wait, Sarah, you're gonna fight too?
Yes, our brother has promised both of the eldest siblings of our family to a barbarian.
Wait, what? I thought you were just fighting.
Yes, we are. We're fighting to get into the tribe. It is a ceremony, nothing else.
Bud, you'd better avert your eyes then.
Why?
Just out of respect for Sarah.
Yeah, like this is how Martha made me. There's nothing to be ashamed of, and I climb out of my clothes, right? And I guess it is kind of.
I'll just hold your robe for you, but like, I'll hold your robe.
You hold my stuff, and I take a deep breath, right? And
Give her
it's
health.
kind of it's a little bit of a freeing moment, actually, right? Because I guess Akubans are not very much in touch with their naked, personhood. They, I'm not sure how. Maybe they have like saunas and some of these steamy rooms and things. Exactly. But I guess fighting in a pit the way you were born with a stick is kind of like feels very primal, right? And makes you feel very in touch with life in a way. So I guess there's also a very interesting aspect to this whole thing for Cleric of Life, I guess.
Yeah.
Sammy is extra embarrassed for the family.
Sammy can't contain himself.
Same values as the rest of the family.
All
I see
right.
the squats are paying off, sister.
The
All
squats
right.
are paying up. I mean, Sarah is quite muscled, right? Like if she's not a very successful fighter, but if you look at her, she's a pretty strong woman, you know.
Yes, I
not quite
literally grew up in a
obviously.
place full of semi-naked women. I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, but she's decently, muscled. So before I pick up the stick, can I ask Martha for a blessing and activate an aura before we go into fight?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll ask Martha to bless me in this moment.
All right. So you channel your battle hymn.
Yes, I will channel my battle hymn.
Okay. Roll me a flat D10 for initiative. No modifiers needed.
Okay. 0.
All right, Sarah, you're the first one to go. The people are standing around. The barbarians are chanting and cheering. You can hear them chanting "Rada, Rada, Rada, Rada."
Okay, I shall walk towards Rada and try to smack her with a stick.
Okay.
For a 6.
It flies short. The tip of it whiffs underneath her chin. Rada turns to face you and rolls to hit. 13 will hit you for 1d4 plus 3. 3? Yes. She hits you for 1. It's a glancing blow, barely noticing it. And we're just going to take turns back and forth rather than rolling initiative each time. So it becomes Sarah's turn again. The two circle each other in the fighting pit. Rada, Rada,
19.
Oh, you hit her. Oh, do you hit her hard?
Okay. So what do I roll for damage? 1d4 plus strength?
1d4 plus 1 plus strength. Yes, quarter stabs are d4 plus 1 weapons.
5 damage.
Ooh, that's quite nice. Yeah. You bring your stick across her thigh, smashing it in that same place Badarius was wounded, leaving a big red welt. And she tries to parry the blow and bring her stick up underneath and try and knock your legs from the side with a 1d20 plus 7 for a 24.
Good night, sweet prince. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez.
She brings the staff across the side of your neck for 8 points of damage.
Wait, wouldn't she have double crit?
No, it only clears by 10. And it's not a natural 18, so it doesn't.
Right.
So she has to clear by 10 to crit. Yeah.
You've still got this, sister.
I look pretty heavily battered. That doesn't look good at all.
The domestic violence has started before you were even married.
I'm gonna shout, "Is this all you got?" before I go for a strike, obviously. Okay, come on, Martha. 14.
That's good enough.
1d4 plus 2. 4 damage.
Wonderful. It's a jab to her gut, the end of your quarterstaff, making her kind of retch momentarily. get her bearings again and circles to the side, to the other side, goes for a feint and an overhead strike, which clips you on the shoulder for probably enough to 9 points of damage.
Unconscious. Good night.
You're at 5 out of 22 still, yeah? No?
What? Yeah, but I had 4 and 8, and now I have 9, right?
Oh.
17 plus 4, 21. Oh, no, I'm at 1, I think. I'm at 1, right?
Come on,
more than 8. I'm at 1 HP.
Finish you, Zara!
Oh my god.
Do it, Sarah!
Make a good showing, sister.
Do it!
Oh my god. 1d20 plus 3. 14. I just can't crit that woman!
Martha's not maybe on your side, or maybe she is. Maybe she wants you to lose this fight.
3 damage.
Oh god. All right. And
come on, miss. Natural 1.
1d20 plus
Come on.
7. She hits you again, and you go down unconscious.
Oh, good show, sister. Good
Rada
show. Well
lifts
done.
her staff, cheers, and
Yeah, maybe if Bud had done more damage.
Bud and Sarah will wake up eventually. Now, I think we didn't mention at the beginning because I thought it kind of went without saying, but these are all non-lethal wounds. No one's trying to kill each other here. So that means only, how does that work? Like 1/4? I gotta double check the rule book here, but I think it's 1/4 of damage is real and the rest is temporary when you're pulling your blows. Where does it say? Come on, player's handbook. Non-lethal, something like that. I'll get the exact numbers for you in a little bit so we can figure out what healing complications there might be around this. But later that afternoon,
Our healer's just got knocked silly by a barbarian.
yeah, yeah. Later that afternoon, Badarios and Sarah will wake up in a tent together. Do you guys have any words for one another?
Everything hurts.
What happens in the Brasslands stays in the Brasslands.
Go.
That's why I usually wear armor.
Do I still have all my teeth?
Yes, you have all of your teeth. Okay. Damage from such attack is 50% normal. 1/2 of this damage is temporary. So did anyone have a wound? Oh, some of you got hit for wounds of greater than 10, didn't you? Yeah.
I have a 7-point wound.
Okay, so you've got a 7-point wound, Badarios. And Sarah, you would have taken a 2, a 4, and a 4.
I think she broke some ribs.
All right. Back outside of the tent, Sammy and Maya are there. You know, you've seen the battle. You've seen your 2 unconscious siblings carted off to the resting tent. And you can see all the other barbarians approaching Rada, congratulating her on the latest acquisitions to her. They keep saying property, but when they're chatting in barbarian, Yasi will translate. She means something more like concubine than property. I think it's just
like a harem.
Yeah, like a yeah.
It's just like, well, isn't this a turn up for the books?
Sammy is now the only free man in the party. I guess Maya's not technically part of a harem either. How the tides have turned here.
Maya's just like feeling just a little bit smug right now.
I mean, they sure did put their all into trying to win over the barbarians' favor.
Yes, because they definitely didn't put their all into the... Well, Sarah absolutely put her all into the fight, but Darius? Our brother is...
Pretty sure he just didn't want to get smacked anymore. I could see his eyes open.
So he's a coward as well as a...
All right, you guys can see the preparations being made. They're very hastily being assembled for a barbarian wedding. Wow.
I'm going to go up to Thingy. What's her name? Shit, what's her name? We've been saying it for the past 10 minutes.
Sarah? Rada?
Rada, yes. But yeah, I'm going to go up to Rada and just sort of be like, "Congratulations on on beating my siblings. You were magnificent.
Thank you.
I'm sure you will be all very happy together.
Thank you.
I am proud to be a part of your family. You know, I'm proud to be your sister-in-law."
Sister, she says, and gives you a big hug and lifts you up off the ground and sets you back down.
I'll hug her back and give her the hardest thumps on the back that I can.
She appreciates it and equally hard and thumps you on your back and.
Oh. Oh, you are strong. I admire you. I'm not strong. I'm good with a bow.
I have gift for new sister. It is tradition when sisters meet and when brothers meet for first time, but not sister and brother. Only sister, brother. When they meet for first time, they give gifts. I have a gift for you. Yes, hold on. And she rummages around in a bag in her tent and comes back out with this like large uncut gemstone and goes, "Look, I find pretty rock.
Oh, that is a beautiful rock.
Your people love pretty rocks. So here."
We do.
She hands you this green uncut gemstone about the size of this
That
top.
is a very... Oh, nice. That is a very pretty rock. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I must think of something to give you. Do you like stabbing things?
It is one of my favorite things.
How did you know?
I will take out one of my sort of like hair things. I'll be like, "Here, this is for stabbing things. You can also use it to keep your cloak shut, or put it in your hair. It's good. Then you can hide it and stab things, and nobody knows you have a stabbing thing."
So, like, you pull it out of your hair, and your hair like falls and changes.
Oh no, I've got two.
Okay.
So I'll just.
Do you
sort of,
need
like,
both of them
redo
to hold the hair up?
No, I can do it with one.
Okay.
It's just I have to sort of like redo it. So I'll sort of pull it out, hair comes down, I'm like, whoop, back up again, and I'm like, "Here."
Now, you've noticed all of these barbarians, they might put beads in their hair or something, but none of them like put their hair up. They might
It's
tie
like
it back
you can
with a
use
little
it
bit
as
of.
a cloak pin. It's
Yeah,
like, you know, it's.
Well, yeah. So she's looking at this and she like puts it in her hair and it just like slides out and falls to the ground. She's like, "What? I think it
Can I
broke
show-
it."
Oh no! You need to wrap your hair a special way to put it in hair.
Sure.
Can I show you?
Yeah. And you guys can show each other. And I think
will absolutely sort of like put her hair in a really simple little chignon, whatever a little bun sort of thing, and just like, you know, spike it through. There, looks good, and it's dangerous.
and
Pretty
she
and dangerous,
pulls it out.
just
and
like you, or beautiful and dangerous, just like you.
she smiles at this. I think you guys probably spend maybe an hour or so while she tries to learn how to do this and pull it out quickly and put it away quickly. She wants to practice the sheathing of it in her hair. It seems to be a very important thing to be able to like whip her hair fast and hide the weapon. Is this a difficult task, having never had hair long enough to do that with?
Well, I'm assuming her hair's kind of fairly scruffy and matted anyway.
Coarse and dirty, yeah.
Yeah, in which case it'll go up in a bun much fucking easier.
Sweet.
So it's actually super easy to do.
Perfect. And then Sarah and Budarius exit their tent.
How's that hide check going, Neal?
The hide check?
Can I? Well, I'm hiding, right? No, I'm kidding. But I'm leaving the tent.
And you know, there's some decorations out. All of the local wildflowers have been picked and laid in a big circle that the ceremony will be performed in, and other people have gathered. All the hunters have gone out for the day, gathered whatever game they can, and brought it back, and now there's all sorts of animals sitting on spits over multiple fires. You overhear conversation that they're gonna have to move camp tomorrow morning because they're producing a lot of smoke, and they've hunted like everything they could find in this area. So we'll move on, but tonight we wed.
In preparation, I'm going to help out by decorating with my light spell. which lasts.
Tell us about your light spell.
So, my light spell is a conjuration light spell. So, I crush either a firefly or like a similar small insect that can produce light, and I conjure a swarm of them to shed soft light in the area. So, I'm going to crush a small firefly a dried firefly that I have in my possession, and the area like a 10-foot cube worth of fireflies spread out to decorate the ceremony.
Oh, that was nice. Little fireflies are buzzing around, music is being played. They don't have a lot in the way of instruments, mostly drums and tambourines and sticks that they bang together. A lot of percussion. And, yeah. Someone is...
Yeah, I'll get the dulcimer out and, sort of do some party music kind of shit. Just sort of harmonize with the, sort of like find the rhythm and just like, jam along a bit.
Yeah. The old woman is going to perform the ceremony, and she speaks slowly and haltingly in their barbaric language. Yasi will stand next to Maya and Sammy and translate quietly for them. I guess Sarah and Budarios don't really understand the words being said by the old woman, but it comes along something like, Rada, the great warrior chieftain of our tribe, has conquered 2 more people and added them to her harem. Then she turns to Budarios and says something to him along the lines of, Budarios, you willingly submit to Rada. She has, bested you in combat and now you are hers. Are you not? And then Yasi, kind of loudly whispers across the open area, Budarios, say yes, I am. Budarios, say I am.
You're still muted.
You have to say it so we can hear it.
No, I mean, yes, I take Rada as my wife.
Yep, and then the old woman says a similar thing, Sarah, Rada has bested you in combat. She has proven her better to you. You are now part of her harem. Do you agree? And then
I look over at Budarius, right? And I'll put one hand on his shoulder and I'll say, you will make a great king one day. And I turn around and I say, yes, I will.
All right. And, it continues, the old woman saying in Barbarian, by the blessings of the gods of Nerul herself, we now add these two to Rada's harem. And then there's cheering and celebrations and festivities all into the night, which we can gloss over or go into in depth, whichever you prefer. No one
How many
has
other
any...
people are in the harem, Neal? How many people are we talking?
Well, you'll learn that she had a harem of 1 before, but he died. He was killed by the other Akubans down in the peninsula when their camp was attacked. You also learn that Rada is the new chieftain after the old chieftain died to these attacks. The old chieftain was her father, mother? I think mother. I don't remember what my notes say, but something like that. Who had been a great warrior, but was kind of old, tried to fight them off, and quickly got killed. Rada's the young, probably much stronger warrior in comparison. But out of respect for her parents, she never tried to take power. And now here we are.
Well, once the ceremony ends and we are leaving to sit down and eat something, I just say to Sarah, well, Tempos gave me 2 options. Either to seek a way that is blessed by Marfa, or to seek the way that is blessed by Vorasi. And I choose my sister's way.
I nod and I say, I understand what you did, and other people might find it laughable if they'd look at us right now and they would think this is funny and ridiculous for nobles to do such a thing. But I don't think I've ever felt as alive as I did today.
It is a simpler life. You don't have to worry about so much outside of what is in front of you. You can live one day after another and just enjoy life and seek the meaning of it. There are no politicians, no backstabbing, and no fighting for pride. I understand it.
All right. Well, you're wed. Now it's time for bed. And we will wake up the next day. Which my calendar tells me is Mother's Day. But that can't be right. All right.
Did I send a hawk off again?
You did. I was just about to bring that up. You sent a hawk out.
Talking of Mother's Day, has the message hawk come back yet?
Oh, yes. It has probably found you again. You've been moving around a lot, so it's been searching for you for a few days. But
Yeah,
eventually...
I just sort of spend a bit of time every morning just sort of like out with a bit of meat on a string, just twirling it round. Where's the fucking hawk? There you are, little shit. Come on.
Is that your hawk's name, Little Shit?
No, it's probably just called you.
Hawk.
Little shit.
Yeah. I've got a friend who's got a cat named Little Guy.
Oh.
He's a really fat cat. He's huge. He sits on the TV and his belly sags down in front of it so you can't actually see the top of the screen.
Nice.
Yeah. The hawk does return. What was the question you had asked? I've totally forgotten.
Oh, God, I can't remember now. She was like, there's danger. So I think I was just trying to ask her, like, you know, if she is safe, if, you know, what specific help she needs, you know, what the danger is, whether, you know, that
Sure.
just specifics as to what the fuck's going on. And probably also, you know, unable to help at present due to, you know, situation out
Barbarian.
of control. No, I'm not going to tell her where I am or anything. Jesus Christ, no, you man. I just feel like I'm unable to lend aid at present, stuck in precarious situation myself.
Yep. Can you give me a charisma check, please, Maya?
Okie doke. The hell is my charisma? Boom, 14, right.
Oh my god.
31.
So you get a message back, but you immediately recognize that the script is not your mother's, or more accurately, it is your mother's, but it's very clearly not her normal flowing writing script. Like, she's written it as if it's been in someone else's hand, or something to that effect. It's like similar to hers, but intentionally different somehow. And it says, I need your help. Please come to the capital right away. Your mother misses you dearly and wants to have another more quality time with you. Please come as soon as possible.
She never was very good at the espionage thing, was she? So she's afraid that someone will know she's been sending messages. She wants to make it look like, right. So yeah, so messages are probably being monitored then. Yeah, this is not a trap. Yes, definitely not a trap. Oh. So she's in danger. But I'm not really in any position to help right now.
Can we roll for finding traps, Neal?
A trap. Yeah, it's obviously a trap. So I'm not gonna tell anybody about it. I'm just gonna sort of sit there and go.
Yes.
Trust that she can look after herself for now.
When we come back from our break, which we're about to head off to, I think we are going to see our party reap the rewards of being the barbarian people.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna try.
You're gonna try. All right.
10 months later.
10 months later, Budarios has a little Budarios with him. Sarah's got just like a headdress of feathers everywhere and has got like a big shaman stick.
I have also converted everybody to Martha, obviously.
Yeah.
after
Of course, yeah.
You
Make some
basically got
fun.
them to build a little crappy chapel, and they're all singing hymns badly.
All right,
The
we're gonna go.
Motherians of the Westland.
We're gonna go to our last break here, and we'll be back on the other side. Bye bye.